Good afternoon, December the 3rd, 2015. What a day we've had in the markets. What a day we had in San Bernardino yesterday. What's going on between Turkey and Russia? What's going on between Iran, Saudi Arabia? The world, the chaos is just expanding. And one thing under chaos, no one likes chaos. No one likes to make business investments under chaos. No one likes to deal with that type of uncertainty. And the market showed it today. We came in today, the talk and chatter was maybe the ECB would cut rates by 20 basis points. They said they were going to do it by 10, and that's what they got. They also expected an additional $10 billion a month for QE. They did not get that, but they did extend QE for another year in its present form. Which was also expected. So the lack of this $10 billion, direct money to be thrown in to support the market, probably a little disappointment in the interest rate right here, started the selling. And it's just been selling all day long. And we had big moves. And it was a trend day down. So here's your first move. Move, pause, move, pause, move, pause, move. We usually see move, pause, in fours, and we see Elliott waves in threes. And so here we are. We've said that we should make it down into that 35 area, give or take, and we haven't made it yet, but it's within reach. So huge day of trading, lots of money to be made from the short side. As long as you stayed short, didn't have your stops too close, you couldn't have lost today. You know that in hindsight, but today was news driven. And the Fed came out and said we're raising interest rates. Again, they reiterated that today. The economy is strong enough to do it. They're not reading the economic reports. They're just it's not. And once you get past Wall Street, Washington, D.C., New York City, Boston, the rest of the world out here isn't seeing the economic conditions that those three cities are. So just pretty easy not to make money today when you get right down to it. Usually after a big day like this, we have a pause day. And looking at the E-mini, yes, lower high, lower low, find a place to sell it. We do have news tomorrow, and it's news that might change things. And the news is the unemployment reports. I'm going to 1 point increments right here so we can stand a better chance of getting things on the screen. 55, 57 was our spill right here. That was potential support for us that we identified. So tomorrow's news, unemployment, 5%. Non-farm payroll, which is the big number, 190. That number comes in north of 200,000. The market will get new selling. Private non-farm payroll 185, which nobody pays any attention to. I mean, how many news algos can you have? Right? Participation rate 62.4. Work week 34.5. In earnings plus 0.2. The focus is non-farm payroll and unemployment. 1, 2, and that's where you get your news whipsaw. This market is headed lower, and we're just waiting right now. And again, it can sell for 2 or 3 days. This will be the second day before the Fed steps up to the plate. So we're at 43.75. We've got to give it some room. So 50 to 55 is sell 1. The single print up at 64. So 65.70 is sell 2. On the buy side, 30, 35 buy 1. And then 25 plus or minus for buy 2. And tomorrow we do have news that could change things. But as long as Janet is saying we're raising interest rates, market's headed lower. Now, Is Wall Street sending Janet the message, you better not raise interest rates? Or you think this is bad, what do you see what comes next? There could be some of that, and we'll see supposition to that effect in the post-market articles today. Treasuries are saying the Fed's going to raise interest rates. Get me out. We lost over 3 points today in the knob spread. 3 points. Huge market. Only people who were buying it were people that were covering their shorts. Lower high, lower low. This market is selling. Find a place to sell it without news. We do have news though. And normally after a day like this, you'd be looking for a pause day. So end of the week profit taking, news, what have you. So here we are. 19 is probably a little close, so 23, 27 just off of short covering, but we'll put a question mark at 19. 31 to 03, sell 2. On the buy side, the low is in the 8 area. I think we're headed a little bit lower, but got support. So 8 to 12 is buy 1. Basically 125 even is buy 2. And I could put a resting limit order out there at 2501, 2502, just because 25 will bring in short covering. It's one of these rare days where you get 4 or 5 point moves in the bond. They don't happen very often. They're there, but sometimes it can take a decade to see that again. And on our F2 screen, just look at these numbers. Look at that. So the top of the distribution is 152.22. We're currently at 10. So 19 to 23, sell 1. Might take a 15 to get in, as far as Globex goes. Then 31 to 03 will be sell 2. On the buy side, 25 to 29, because this market's been whacked. And then 17 to 13 for buy 2. I think we're headed to 150. Not tomorrow, but unless we show a non-farm payroll number like plus 220,000. And we'll adjust these numbers tomorrow. It's a little hard with this kind of range to do much more than just take your signals as they set up and count on extra volatility. I don't like to do that, Charles. Gold, lower high, lower low. 1070, 1075 is your sell zone. Your buy zone is 45 to 50. We'll see if Jim Rogers is right. We're going to $1,000 an ounce. That could happen. So we're at 64 right now. 65, we're close to it. Give a place to sell it. Gold is definitely a risk-off investment. So 65, 67, sell 1. 73, 75, sell 2. On the buy side, 55, 57, buy 1. 50, 52, buy 2. Okay, tomorrow is OPEC's big day. Like I've said pretty much all week, I don't expect them to change their production quota. When OPEC is contentious, they'll keep the previous arrangement because it has been negotiated, it's there, nobody will change it. Then they're going to do what they want to do around the edges anyway. We have an inside day. This one says trading range. Might be some rhetoric paid to price stability, etc. Which could take it up a little bit. The rumors usually start Thursday afternoon about 6 o'clock their time, so about noon our time, and you can see that the market did rally, but it's since come back. So 41.50.75, which is where we were today. Sell 1. 42, 42 and a quarter. Sell 2. 40.50, 40.75. Buy 1. And then basically $40, 40 and a quarter. Buy 2. Okay, we had 109.50 to 110.50 as potential resistance for the euro. And here we are. 110 is a pretty round number. 105, 104.90 was the low. So selling into 110 makes sense. Selling into 110.50 makes sense. If we can get it there. So 975 to 110 even is going to be where we look to sell it. So we're selling 975s, 110 on the idea we got pause. We do have unemployment tomorrow. Comes in higher than forecast. The euro should sell. 109.25 is our first buy, 109 even. That's it for December the 3rd, 2015. I will see you bright and early in the morning where we go shake that money tree once again.